in my TikTok, even my YouTube videos. Take a look. This DPWH building was set on fire. I'm not saying it was set on fire. They just arson. They just want to cover up. They just want to cover up the congressman and even the lawmakers and uh, even the House Speaker, the former House Speaker, Martin Romualdez, the cousin of Bongbong Marcos. Look at this. Look at this. The DPWH building was set on fire. They want they just wanna cover up. Just remember, what are those imbecile Marcos loyalists want to burn DPWH BRS building. They just wanna cover up to frame Bongbong Marcos' cousin Martin Romualdez. What is really happened? And where's the evidence of, for example, the evidence against Zaldy, the evidence against Martin Romualdez, and the evidence of against Bongbong Marcos? What is really happened? I'm not Ben Barubala. This is really happened in DPWH. Some of Marcos loyalists, they just arson the DPWH building to not frame Bongbong Marcos, Martin Romualdez, Zaldy, and even the actor is Arjo Atayde, and including other lawmakers who were involved of flood control, anomalies, and corruption, and the Ghost Project. So what, Marcos loyalist? Are you gonna are all of you happy? Do you want to cover the pathetic president Bongbong Marcos? And the involvement there is Martin Romualdez and Zaldy, and including Arjo Atayde and other lawmakers in the Congress. Wait, what is this? Why did all of you burn this DPWH building? You know, you know, you know, uh, guys, this is really happen when you watch the news. This is really happen when you realize about this set on fire. It was involved by Martin Romualdez. The crocodiles had set on fire. They just wanna cover their name. They just wanna clean their names. They just wanna clean. For example, Martin Romualdez wants to clean his name. Zaldy wants to clean his name. Bongbong Marcos want to clean his name. Even Arjo Atayde want to clean their name. What is this? The DPWH was set on fire. This is terrible. The DPWH, they need to investigate about the anomalies and ghost project. They have an independent commission of infrastructure, or ICI. So what is really happened? You know, folks, in the Philippines, we have lots of issues about the flood control anomalies projects. What is really happened? If you're President Bongbong Marcos, I know I'm being Rowena Guanzon into this. You know, Bongbong Marcos, you're a president of the Philippines. You should investigate the all anomalies of who involved of flood control project, not to set on fire. Sheesh. That's why I remember I was heard that from teacher Jessa Fernandez. She said that before Lenny Robredo should be a president of the Philippines. to end up corruption. Do you remember the time of Noynoy Aquino? Walang corrupt o walang corrupt. He said it. That's a revive from Pinoy. And remember, Bongbong Marcos, you are a president of the Philippines. And what is this? Your cousin, Martin Romualdez, had set on fire of the DPWH in Quezon City. And what is this? What is this in the building was? What is this part of this building? Oh, that is really happened when you burn a building. I remember that. You remember the time I was heard that from Bill Galang when I was with Teacher Joy's class. Bill Galang said, what's that? The word in Tagalog in 2012. He said it. I remember that 2012. I know there was Benedict De Castro, Justin Bagaw. I remember them, even Stepan Pimentel. But Bill Galang says, in Tagalog, sunugin ko ang CDIFI. That was way back 2012. How old am I in 2012? I was 14 before I was 15. I know there's Teacher Joy and also Teacher Tin, who was a practicumer during the time of Teacher Lendel. I realized that DPWH was already burned. And involvement there is Martin Romualdez. Martin Romualdez is just like the another Bill Galang. He just wanna set the fire in DPWH to cover their names. Which is not really happened. They just covered their names. Martin Romualdez should be paid for this price. They should pay for his crimes. For example, like the bribery, like the Okada Manila scandal, and even the bribery in Okada Manila, and even he steal the money to the Congress. You make the Filipinos to be starved and died in hunger, and you make Filipinos poor. You didn't give the money to the Filipinos. And what is this? Flood control. This is really happened. Maybe Vince Dizon would be make a disappointment, and he will be upset for what happened in that building. Just remember, folks and guys, don't believe Bongbong Marcos. To all Filipinos, don't believe that and Satan Bongbong Marcos that he planned to burn the DPWH, and he wants to protect the Satan Martin Romualdez. It's not really a good Christian, because I know I was told by Kuya Bear when I interview him. I upload it in my YouTube video. I upload it in my TikTok. Kuya Bear says that Bongbong Marcos and Martin Romualdez are not good Christians. They are devils. Why they are devils? It's a Halloween, of course. They are devils. That will be happen, for Bongbong Marcos. That will be happen to your father if you're going to be ousted.